Good evening to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another drop list video, the series where I cover all the items that are releasing in a specific week for various different streetwear brands. And in today's video, I'm going to be covering everything that dropped in week 6 of Palace's Spring 2025 collection. Welcome back, guys. Yes, it is that time to cover the next week in Palace's Spring 2025 collection. And of course, I'm covering week 6, hopefully catching up to the latest seasons before, well, hopefully next week. We'll see how we go. So today, we're going to be catching up by covering week 6. We'll cover the release details, all the individual pieces, and my thoughts and opinions on the individual pieces and the week as a whole. How are we going to cover all that information? Well, we're going to be using a Palace community page as we always do. We'll head on over there now and we'll start covering the release details for week 6. And here we are at the Palace community page that we're going to be using today, guys. It will be linked down in that description section below if you want to check out the items yourselves. So we'll cover those release details and then we'll dive into the individual categories this week. So for week 6 of the Spring 25 collection, it dropped on March 14th. It would have released in-store and online, 11 a.m. in the respective time zone that you're buying it from. It would have also dropped the day later on March 15th for Asia, both in-store and online in the numerous locations that there are across Asia now. Now, if you have any further questions, drop them in the comment section below. Happy to help you out the best that I can. But now that we've covered that, let's get into the first category for week 6, which will be the shirting. Which we have a piece which I think is fine in the indigo wash, not the black wash. I think that looks a bit gross, but the indigo wash, it could look really cool. It could be well styled, but it's $200. I was kind of thinking like this would be cool for like $50. So for me, like, I think the piece is great in the indigo, not great in the black, but the price tag, I'd have to have it for like a quarter of that price tag. To the hats, we have a very nice denim 6-panel. This comes in a wash where, I mean, it looks like it's almost identical, where a stone wash has been applied kind of on like one half on, I guess, a angle. I don't know, the way that the photos are lined up makes it look like it's very similar across all three, but they all come in really nice colors. Stone wash here, it says a sand wash black here, and then an indigo, but then the indigo still has some kind of wash to it. Either way, across the board, very nice denim hat. To the jackets, we have the soft jacket coming in a black. You know what? Actually really like the style of this jacket, and that's not common for me to say on jackets like this, but I do really like puffy collars for these kind of soft jackets that Palace does, and normally they're done in some manner where it's not that, so I do really like this approach. It comes in just 2 solid colors, either slate or black, and then it comes in this rock print all over it, which is pretty intense, but I don't mind it as well. I'm going to give it a thumbs up across the board. Now we have the Tora varsity jacket featuring animal cat-inspired graphics, 3 slashes across half of the Palace logo. I love it in the navy color more than the black because I think the orange just pops so well on it. But the black, still very nice. Still a really nice piece, but both colors, very, very lovely. All in all, the jackets this week are actually really nice. This varsity jacket, I'm going to have a soft spot for it. The t-shirts, they've just released the unisex t-shirt for this week. Very, very boxy cut here, but I would not complain. I'd love it in a black or a white because clearly that is all I wear the house, at least. Then to the bottoms, they have a matching pair of joggers. Not for me though. I like to wear suit pants, jeans, a lot of pants with belt loops, and I just have one pair of joggers or sweatpants that I have and have never had to replace, so I think I'll stick with them. Now to the footwear. We have I'm gonna say it, horrendous pair of shoes that are releasing this week. We have the Palace moon boots coming in a park icon blue and multicolor. Look, I actually don't know if this is Palace's first time at an original shoe and a shoe that's not part of a collaboration. So it could actually have been a really monumental moment in 2025 to have this. But I think the overarching design of it, or maybe it's because of the color scheme, I think it just looks a bit horrendous. Yeah, it looks like a Yeezy boot that was cut short, cut very, very short. Yeah, it's just not for me. Just not something that I could see myself wearing at all. And last but not least, we have the sweatshirts. Now we just have a unisex zip-up hoodie. Looks very wide in the arms and body, but very short at the same time. I'm not opposed to that. I think that's a nice look. I think it would look nice in the black, in the navy, and in the gray as well. Looks like a very nice hoodie. Then we have one of my favorite hoodies that Palace is releasing, just because the design is very simple, but I love it. We have the Star hoodie coming in a gray, black, white, and green. For me, my favorite color is the white, but I don't mind it in the gray and even the black as well. Lovely hoodie. Probably one of my favorite pieces of the whole season. Then we have the Tora crew neck, coming in 3 colors. Normally you would see me gravitate towards the black, but much like the varsity jacket, I actually really like the designs with color on them, and the navy and the gray really hit in this week. I think the tiger logo pops out of the piece. It feels like a sports crew neck sweater. It feels like we're going to a university and this is the school's team's logo and sports team and everything like that. It fits very well with the design they're trying to go for, and I have to praise them for it. They've done a really good job. I like the use of the different panels on the side here. The collar, it feels like a collegiate sweater. It just ticks all the boxes that I'm looking for an authentic feeling collegiate sweater, even though it's not a real authentic collegiate sweater. So they've done a great job, really, is what I'm trying to say, in replicating that design. I think it's great. So I had to give it a thumbs up. The colored ones are better. The black one, I think it just lacks that pop because you don't get the colors on the sides of the piece and stuff like that. But yeah, overall, week 6, it's actually pretty consistent. The hats were nice. The t-shirts were nice. The sweatshirts were a really nice area. The jackets were fantastic. I think my favorite pieces are definitely the Tora pieces, but I think everyone kind of feels that way. Definitely the varsity jacket here in the orange and black. I feel that. I'm definitely on board for that. But I think my other favorite piece that is like, I can easily see 2 pieces in here appearing in my top 5 favorite pieces of the spring season. And to spoil it, it's probably going to be this varsity jacket and probably this hoodie. Maybe even this sweatshirt. I will have to review the whole season, but there could be a huge number of my favorite pieces of the season coming out of week 6 here, because it was a really solid week. Except for that. But that's just how I feel. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Was week 6 a hit or a miss for you? Let me know down in that comment section below. And that is everything I have to say about week 6, guys. It released on March 14th, 2025, or 15th if you live in Asia. We covered all the individual pieces in it, my thoughts on the pieces, and that's everything that really has to be said. So now I want to hear from you. Did you pick up anything from week 6? What did you grab? There were some really nice pieces that released in the week, so I can understand if you did. Let me know what you picked up down in that comment section below. And of course, if you want me to catch up on the latest Palace releases, you've got to give me the 3 indicators I always ask for you, which is a like on this video, a comment in that comment section down below, and if you haven't already, the best indicator you can give me is a subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit a new subscriber milestone of 3,970 subscribers before the end of the month. hopefully with your guys' continuous support, we'll be able to reach that milestone before the end of August. That is everything I have to say about week 6. There's actually some very lovely pieces here that I'd love to go searching for on the secondhand market to see if I can pick them up, but if not, that's perfectly fine as well. We'll have to live with that. But let me know if you picked up anything from week 6, and until the next streetwear talk video, until the next drop list video, until the next Palace video in general, I'll catch you later.